In this session, we're going to talk about editing our ACL to control what users can do. Now, this is a pretty broad topic, but I'm going to give you an illustration that covers all the basics. So here's what we're going to do. In our tutorial on what users can see, we added a staff member who is a member of the user group called staff. Well, in Joomla, if you have pretty simple needs for what users can do, i.e. an author who can add an article but not publish it, an editor who can edit articles but not publish them, and then a publisher who can create new, edit, and publish articles. If that's all you need, then it's already built into Joomla. Assign users to these basic ACLs. But what if I wanted to have a user group that could edit just the training content? That goes beyond this basic ACL because these have access to all the content. I want to give them access just to the training content. Well, can Joomla handle that? Absolutely. But I don't want all of my staff to be able to do that. I just want a couple of staff people to be able to manage that. So again, Joomla can handle that. The first thing to do then is to set up a brand new user group with the parent as one of the user groups that has access to the category you want to modify. So in this case, we're going to create a new user group with access to the staff category, but give them additional privileges. So in this case, I'm going to create new. I'm going to call it training editor. The group parent is staff, and save and close. Now in this training editor role, you'll notice that they automatically have all of the permissions that the staff has because they inherit them. So in this case, the answer is to head over to our category manager and manage the access control for the training category. If I click on training, I click on permissions, I'll see that the staff member has no ability to create content here, and the training editor inherits everything from the staff permissions. But I can change that. I'm going to allow the training editor to create, delete, edit the state, and edit their own for this category only. And so now the training editor has complete control over the content of the training category. So now I need to add a user in for this user group and test. Now, incidentally, when you change the permissions here in any category or component area, you have to save for these to show up. Once you save it, then, of course, it shows you what the settings are. Click Save and Close. I'm going to go back over to my user manager, add a new user, and I'm just going to call this one Training Editor. Give him the username of trainer, password of trainer, and trainer@ostraining.com, which again also doesn't exist, so please don't email that address. Once again, I have to assign them to the correct user groups. So I'm going to assign them to the registered group, and I don't have to assign them to the staff group because Training Editor automatically inherits the permissions of the staff member. Click Save and Close. So I'm going to go back over to my front end, going to log out, log in as the trainer. I just used the word trainer as the password. And now training is still showing up again because all of those permissions are inherited. When I click on training, you'll notice I have a new here. I also have the ability to edit this article because it's in the training category. So good news, my ACL is working. But what about all the other categories? Can I edit the About Us article? Indeed, I can't. Same thing with this article under location. Can't edit any of the breakfast items. So this is good news. I now have the ability to just allow one user in one user group to edit one kind of content. I could even take that further right down to the article level by assigning not to the category, but assigning this role just to the individual articles. So Joomla's ACL, controlling what a Joomla user can see, and in this case, what a Joomla user can do.